Well, hello and welcome. We have a rarity here. I'm actually filming in the daylight and the sun is out, so it's actually quite bright and well lit in this room for a change. So today, we have an unboxing and first impressions video. We've got a couple packages here from Gustin. Now, Gustin did send me these as samples for review, but all the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone. I did not share this content with Gustin private publication. They will see this when you do. In addition to that, there are affiliate links in the description box down below. If you're considering buying anything inside of these packages, please consider using those links. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I do earn a small commission from that sale. And all the money is back to the channel, help me produce more content so consumers can make informed purchasing decisions. Okay, so this is actually probably something that's been in the works for a while now. What I think is in these two packages is every fit in the Gustin Okayama standard denim. Hanging up back here is my straight fit that I've had now for a while, and if you hear me talk about my top 3 favorite pairs of pants, that is one of them. You can see they are pretty well worn. They have some good fades in them, and honestly, they are one of my favorite pairs of jeans to wear. So what should be in the rest of this box, I believe there's a hoodie in here as well, but I should have the other 3 cuts inside these boxes. And what we're going to do, in addition to checking them out and wearing them and whatnot, we're going to do an overview video, not in this one, there'll be a separate video, but of each of the different cuts and how they fit and how they feel. And at the end of that video, I'll also tell you my favorite cut out of all of them. Now, the reason this took so long is I don't think it was quite a year ago, but Gustin released their vintage straight fit, which is slightly different than their straight fit. And at the time we had talked about it, they wanted to do the video, but they didn't have enough stock. So I said, hey, whenever you get enough stock, let's do this. I don't need every cut. Just send me the Okayama for 2 reasons, really. It's so far my favorite denim that I've had from them. I've had several products from Gustin thus far, and I will say that is the Okayama is my favorite. Their Cone Mills is great. It's a very close second, but I love this Okayama denim. And I already have the straight fit, so you don't have to send me 4 versions of a pair of jeans. You could just send me 3, so I already have 1 cut. Just send me the other 3, and that way I have each fit, and we could talk about them from there. So let's dig on in and see if what I think is inside these boxes is actually inside these packages. Start with the little guy. All right, so it's certainly a singular pair of Gustin. I can already tell this is the Okayama because I can see the orange Selvage ID that is there. Let's see what cut this is. This is the slim cut. So right here is the Okayama standard and slim. Sometimes you just got to teach these boxes who's boss. It's the only time I get to feel like I have any muscles, when I'm punching through paper tape. Okay, so we have the Rainbow Nep Hoodie in black. Really love their Gustin hoodies. Here is the Okayama standard in a skinny. I'm guessing this will now be the vintage straight. So, let's see, do we have vintage straight? Yes, Okayama, I could tell. It had the Okayama standard has the orange and white Selvage ID. And inside, I'm looking inside because inside the pockets here, it will tell you the cut. Vintage straight. So yes, if you go inside on the left pocket of Gustin jeans, it will tell you the, if I see it, it'll tell you the cut. Sewn in California, vintage straight. So it tells you what cut you have, which is great because once I start wearing these, it'll be easy to mix them up by sight. So yes, once you try them on, I'll probably be able to tell pretty instantly what cut I have on. But if I want to wear a particular one, I can just look at the pocket and it will tell me. So we have vintage straight. What I say, this is the slim or skinny, right? No, this is the slim fit. And then here is the skinny fit. Ew, I like that. I like perforations on bags. It makes them so much easier to open. And yes, just confirm. Skinny fit. All right, so we have the vintage straight, the straight, the slim, and the skinny. So that is the laid out order of each of the jeans. And you could see, like, these are well worn, not even look at the fade, just a actual color of the denim, how much it has faded, because I wear these a ton. Really, really do love this denim, love this jean. It feels really, really nice. Now, at the time of filming, I believe the Okayama is going for $199 USD. These are a 14.5 ounce denim. And one thing, I always talk about this with Selvage, Gustin is one of the companies that, the reason I need to talk about this, because the sizing in these is not in vanity sizing. Meaning, when you buy a pair of jeans, off-the-shelf jeans from a big box store, think a pair of Levi's. I would take a size 32 in a Levi. But the actual physical measurement of a 32 in a Levi is about 34.5 inches all the way around. It's called vanity sizing for a reason, because it plays into our vanity. I want to think that I am skinnier than I am, so I want to think that I take a size 32 thinking that my jeans are 32 inches around. They're not. Gustin does not follow vanity sizing, so all of these jeans are a size 34 in Gustin, which is a 34.5 inch waist. I know this because I check the size guides, and I know this is my size because, well, I wear a 32 in Levi's, and I can physically measure them and know that they're about a 34.5 inch waist, and this is a 34 in the Gustin Okayama that I have been wearing and loving for some time. So check your size guides. If you don't believe me, grab a pair of jeans that you like, lay them flat, grab a tape. These soft tailor's tapes are the best way to do it because they're soft. You can lay them down. Just take it, lay it across, measure that, times it by 2. That is the actual size of your jeans. So figure out what your actual jean size is and then converse with the size guides. Any Selvage Denim, really, just double check. It's probably about 50-50, I would say, who goes with a actual vanity sizing and who goes with the actual true size measurement. So always double check. And then it does get more difficult if you're doing shrink to fit. You got to know how much each of the pair of jeans is going to shrink, and you got to take that into consideration when you're buying a waist. So Selvage can be a whole thing. I have an actual video on most of this. If you want to check that out, I'll drop a link in the upper right hand corner of the video right there. So the goal with these jeans laid out here is to show you what each of the different cuts in Gustin will look like on an average human body. And because I always forget to mention this, I don't know how, because I review clothing. I am 5'9", roughly 175 to 180 pounds. I have a fairly athletic runner's build, but I will call it the dad bod runner's build at this point. I'm getting a little older in age, and I certainly don't watch what I eat as often as I used to. So, you know, I have a fairly average body though. So we're gonna wear each of these and show you what the cuts will look like. I can already show you what the denim will fade into because this is, again, a well-loved pair. So you get to see not only what the cuts look like, but what the Okayama will fade into with some pretty consistent wear, because I have worn these a lot. Again, one of my top 3 favorite pairs of jeans. But we do have yet another garment in the package to take a look at. So here we have the Rainbow Nep Hoodie. And I will say, I do have another version of this, and I love this hoodie, except it's white, so I'm very hesitant to wear it. But, ooh, there it is. Oh, this looks even better. I really, really like this black. You can really see that rainbow fleck in there, and that just looks awesome. Wow, that looks great. I do also really like that the sweatshirt has the ribbing on the side, so it actually gives you a little bit extra stretch on the side, which you don't necessarily need when you're wearing the sweatshirt, but when you're putting it on and off, it does help quite a bit, especially if you're rushing to get dressed in the morning, to get out the door, to get your child to school, to get to work on time, and you're just trying to pull that hoodie over your head. It helps you to not get trapped inside your clothes. But yeah, I'm really, really digging this fleck pattern on the black hoodie. You really see the rainbow. It looks really, really nice. And from past experience, Gustin t-shirts, button downs, hoodies, they're all awesome. So far, I'd say this with other brands, but like Gustin, I keep coming back to them. I have done a lot of their products because I genuinely really, really like their products. I really do enjoy a lot of the Gustin products. Some of my favorite heavyweight flannels that I wear when it's cold outside are some Gustin. I have the Southwest style heavyweight button down. I have their alpaca flannel, which is great. That is a super, super warm flannel. But this time of the year, it's like, you know, 50s, mid 50s. It's today, sunny. But like if we're doing something outside, I'll usually grab a cardigan or a sweatshirt. I kind of wear them interchangeably. I'll go out, I'll throw a vest on, have fun outside with the daughter, playing at the park, doing something like that. Any errands that we're running, anything that we're really doing for the day. And for work, I do try to wear some more cardigans to work, but like on a Friday, I'll usually just throw on a hoodie, but I'm not gonna lie, we do have a lax dress code. A lot of people take advantage of it. And sometimes during the week, if I just don't feel it, I'm just grabbing a hoodie and throwing it on. And I will probably more often than not be grabbing this Gustin Rainbow Nep because I'm really digging it. Really, really loving the fleck pattern in here. So what we're gonna do is work through all of this, and you will be back with a full real user review of the Rainbow Nep hoodie and my comparison of fit guide, if you will, of the Gustin 4 different fits that they offer. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so notifications next time I post a brand new video. Good night.